What do we know about Peter Crouch? Well, he's a striker and an England international. He's extremely tall, plays for Liverpool, and down the years, clubs have spent a combined total of £15.56 million to secure his services. Portsmouth's Harry Redknapp knows Crouch better than most. He sold him to Aston Villa from Pompey for £5 million, and then inherited the striker when he took charge of Southampton a little over 2 years later. Those are 3 of 6 clubs the 26-year-old has played for since leaving Tottenham Hotspur, the team he joined as a trainee. Crouch graduated to England's Premier League in 2002 and scored on his home debut for Aston Villa against Newcastle. He had a spell on loan at Norwich the following season, and despite impressing there and getting a few more goals on his return to Villa Park, he was deemed surplus to requirements by the then manager David O'Leary.
It's a good club to play for. You know, the fans good. It was a challenge, and you know, I certainly enjoyed my time at Villa. But you know, for reasons, I had to move on, and you know, I'm pleased I did in the end.
And so to Southampton, where Crouch spent just 1 season. He enjoyed some highs, but his stay there ended in ignominy. His sending off at Crystal Palace, having earlier scored in the game, denied the Saints his services for their final encounter of the 2004-05 season, which saw them relegated for the first time in 27 years. Following Southampton's demise, he was one of several players to leave the South Coast club. Only Crouch fetched £7 million, that being the fee Liverpool paid the Saints. It was a lot of money for a player who'd previously scored just 18 goals in 64 Premier League appearances, and the price tag appeared to weigh heavily on Crouch's shoulders. He failed to score in his first 19 appearances for his new club. But then, against Wigan Athletic, not 1, but 2 goals for Crouch in a Liverpool shirt, and yes, the dubious goals panel did credit him with both.
People were making a big fuss of it, in my view, and you know, I felt like I was playing well, but the goals weren't going in, and obviously it's important to score being a striker, and thankfully, you know, it's gone well since then, and you know, I haven't had any other droughts, and you know, when I've been playing, you know, I seem to be scoring at the minute, so you know, hopefully I can keep that going.
At 6'7" or 2 metres 2 centimetres, if you prefer metric, Crouch is the tallest player to have appeared for Liverpool. He's strong in the air, but also comfortable with the ball at his feet. A good touch for a big man is the usual tagline. But does it bother him?
No, not at all. It's better than saying I've got a bad touch. You know, I don't mind it at all, and you know, hopefully people can see that maybe I've got a touch, and you know, not just a big lump up front.
Joking aside, Crouch's stature encourages the long ball tactic, and his promotion to the England squad was too much for some fans who initially booed him when on international duty. He still scored goals, 5 in his first 7 games, and that convinced Sven-Göran Eriksson to take Crouch to Germany for the FIFA World Cup. In England's second group game against Trinidad and Tobago, Crouch eventually set them on their way to a 2-0 victory. He'd feature in the draw with Sweden, missed the victory over Ecuador, and then came on as a substitute as England crashed out to Portugal in the quarter-finals.
It was obviously frustrating to go out in the way we did, but you know, it seemed to be, you know, the dreaded penalties again, and it was obviously a bitter blow for the whole nation, and you know, us as players, we felt that we could have got further, but you know, I'm sure soon, you know, hopefully the new manager that's come in will obviously take us on to win something.
7 months on, and with Steve McLaren now at the helm, Crouch is still very much part of the England squad. He's also featuring and scoring regularly for Liverpool, despite newspaper reports that he was to be sold last month. He's usually deployed alongside Dutchman Dirk Kuyt. An FA Cup winners' medal aside, Crouch has won little so far, and that's unlikely to change this season. Liverpool face a tough tie against Barcelona in the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League, and domestically, the club's chances of catching Manchester United and Chelsea and winning a first championship in 17 years are slim, to say the least.
I believe we're getting close. Obviously, you know, those two are definitely setting the standard at the moment. You know, we've just come back off a win over Chelsea, so you know, it shows that we're capable of beating them, but you know, they seem to have that consistency that we need to get to. Brandon.
As a footballer, Peter Crouch may not be everyone's cup of tea, but ask the players and coaches who've worked with him and few would question his attitude or ability. He's a big man, he has a big future, and yes, he also has a big heart.
All right.